In this edition of City News, one fights fires and one keeps officers' training on point. We'll show you what these two men have in common. Also see how one school took art to a whole different level. Plus, stay tuned to see over 50 children move on to a new school. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Jennifer Murillo. The Hawthorne Rotary and Kiwanis Club took time to honor a firefighter and an officer for not only going above and beyond, but doing their job with heart. Zarina Carazada takes us to this year's Guns and Hoses Award ceremony at the Hawthorne Memorial Center.
As each uniform shines a badge of honor and sacrifice, these men and women of service spend their work week keeping our city safe from crime and disaster.
It was a big fire, so it was a little bit overwhelming. We got a lot of resources there, but we were able to extinguish it, and I feel like my crew did a great job, and I was really proud of the work they did that day.
It's stories like these that bring the Hawthorne Rotary and Kiwanis Clubs together each year to celebrate as a community the best in both fire and police departments.
It's a good way for the chiefs to show their staff, their officers, and to show, us as a service club, we're there to support you. We know you're there to help us.
Both chiefs picked one person to be this year's police officer or firefighter of the year, and each time awardees use their spotlight to talk about their peers.
It's obviously a great honor to be nominated for this award, but there's so many people that deserve this more than I do.
Anybody I work with would do the same job I do. It's nice to be singled out, and I feel it's an honor to be recognized.
While they took the time to mention their team, their chiefs say they wanted the awardees to know their dedication doesn't go unnoticed.
Events like this bring us back to our perspective and how we like being thought of and knowing that we're helping the city a lot.
Rotary President Douglas Krause says the honorees are always humble, which is why it is that much more important to show them recognition. For HCTV, I'm Zarina Carazada.
More than 50 people came to the event. For more information about Hawthorne's police and fire departments, go to www.cityofhawthorne.org. Students at one elementary school demonstrated their art skills through a mural. Kathleen Mendoza has more on the story.
So much excitement filled Juan de Anza Elementary School for the unveiling of the school mural, where more than 600 students took part in the creation. Former school principal Chris Jones had the honor of being part of this event.
In the 9 years that I was here, I literally did look up at this wall and its blankness and say, oh my gosh, what should go there? And now I know exactly what should go there. It's the work of the kids.
A 3-month-long process, students from this K-5 elementary school spent an hour a week with the artists to work on the mural. This school partnered with Public School Arts Program, a nonprofit organization that places teaching artists into schools to do residencies during the day.
This particular mural project was due in large part to a grant from the LA County Arts Commission's Arts for All program.
The district has been fortunate to have mural unveilings for 2 other elementary schools within the Wiseburn Unified School District. The Juan de Anza mural will have a strong impact on the school.
It will make people realize that everyone is an artist. If we just don't shut down our creativity, we can keep it alive.
Artist for Public School Arts, Tiffany Graham, along with the principal and staff, selected the theme for this mural, Our Eagles Soar, in connection to the school mascot, an eagle.
I had more than 600 images to kind of piece together, and I make a black and white collage from those. And then I photograph the collages, and then I project them, and I actually trace the original imagery, and that way none of the integrity of the student work is lost.
Students were left to use their creativity to select an image that tied in with the theme of the mural.
I feel pretty proud of myself that I actually made the decision to pick a ballerina, because I was like, what should I do? And I came up with all these great ideas, and I was like, I have to pick one, what should I do? And then I was like, oh wait, ballet makes me feel like I'm soaring.
The impact on the students of seeing their artwork on the mural was noticeable.
I felt pretty happy and excited. I like today's unveiling because it shows, like this mural shows what makes all these kids happy.
There is a second part to this mural that the school hopes to begin working on next year. They plan to continue fundraising and working with both students and parents to make the mural a reality. For HCTV, I'm Kathleen Mendoza.
For more information on Tiffany Graham and school art murals, visit her website at www.tiffanygrahamart.com. During this summer, all children from age 1 to 18 can enjoy a free lunch at one of 5 Hawthorne School District sites. Starting on Monday, July 11th through August 4th, the Summer Nutrition Service Program will be serving children lunch from 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Adults will not be served except for those who purchase a lunch meal. This program is sponsored by the Hawthorne School District and paid for by a federally funded program. No food can be taken off the campus, and guests must leave the campus when their meal is finished. For any questions, call the Hawthorne School District at 310-263-3990. Over 50 families gathered at the Hawthorne Memorial Center to watch their young children graduate. 65 children and their families gathered for their graduation ceremony from the Castle Preschool.
I'm gonna miss my teachers. And then all my friends.
Because they're babies, you know, they're little babies, they're only 4-year-olds, and some of them are sometimes still crying, you know. So the parents feel still that connection.
I'm going to kindergarten in the fall with all my friends.
While some were excited to graduate, others not so much.
I like this store better than all of the other stores.
During the ceremony, some parents were also recognized for their dedication to the school and the time given towards their children's education.
Preschool is very important for the foundation at the beginning of education for these kids. You know, that is when their brains is developed.
Alex Montero mentioned that the first 5 grant for the castle was ending, but it would become a state preschool along with 2 others in the city.
Now these kids, instead of 3.5 hours, they're going to be 6.5 hours from 8:30 to 3 p.m. and it's going to be 241 days.
Montero also mentioned that research has shown that those who go to preschool, 90% of them will graduate from high school and go on to college. Congrats to all the graduates. To get more information on the preschool or to register your child, call 310-970-0435. Coming up next on City News, watch as some teenagers learn how to save someone's life. Also, we'll take you to see where children are acquiring new sports skills. There's more news ahead. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Teenagers in Hawthorne are jumping into the deep end at the Hawthorne Aquatic Center. Teens ages 11 to 14 are spending 4 weeks at the Hawthorne pool for the Junior Lifeguard program.
The Junior Lifeguard program is something that we had going on in years past, but it was stopped for a little while, but this summer we decided to bring it back again.
The coaches are really nice. It's just a great way to learn how to swim and stay active during the summer.
Up to 20 students can enroll in one of several sessions that teaches instructional as well as hands-on experience.
It feels amazing, actually, because I can also protect my family.
I'm not right up on the edge here, leaning my body over. Okay, that's how you fall into. We go over basically all the Red Cross standards, and the goal of the class is that if they were to take the actual Red Cross test at the end, they could pass it.
I learned the breaststroke, how to dive in, and how to kick without using my hands, and swim on the water and move forward.
Wide stance, low to the ground. You do not want to be pulled in.
Learning the proper techniques can make a world of a difference.
If, say, you did have a head injury and you just pull someone out of the pool, it's not going to be good. You can hurt them more, and it's important so you can learn for the future.
It's kind of for us to be able to, pass on what we've learned working here for, I've been doing this for 8 years now, onto these kids, and hopefully it's something that they'll want to do in the future.
For some, it's a career they definitely are considering.
It doesn't really matter as long as I get to work here. I mean, mostly just little children, because just for a start.
Those interested in signing up need to be able to swim 200 yards or pass the intermediate swim class.
We're happy to take people, the more the merrier. The more kids we can kind of introduce into this culture of being, at the pool or even down at the beach. It's a good culture. It's lots of good people, and it's something that we want to involve kids in.
Classes will continue all summer long through the end of August. To learn more about the Junior Lifeguard program and other swim classes, call 310-970-7728. The Holly Park Homeowners Association held their 7th annual Pancake Breakfast at the Olivet Lutheran Church. Tony Long Jr. has the story.
Local residents got a chance to enjoy pancakes, eggs, sausage, and a choice of grits while supporting a great cause.
Well, I think it's added benefit. Like I said, I'm happy to support, charitable events, good causes, and again, to have a good breakfast as well. Just kind of a win-win situation.
Residents, in addition to enjoying a hot breakfast, had a chance to win a prize through a raffle sponsored by HPHA.
Well, we put on this pancake breakfast every year to raise funds to provide a scholarship for a graduating student from the Holly Park Homeowners Association membership.
You know what, it's great. I'm a teacher, and I know that these students need these scholarships, so I'm glad that the neighborhood, Holly Park, is getting together for scholarship for a needy cause.
Although the main cause for the breakfast is to raise scholarship money, the original idea stemmed from a historical event.
Well, the idea was started because I don't know if you're familiar with Juneteenth in Texas. That's why we usually have it this time of the year.
Juneteenth, June plus 19th, took place approximately 2.5 years after President Lincoln abolished slavery.
It coincided with the slavery time when the news reached Texas that the blacks were free. So it would say then they had what they call Juneteenth. It was around the 19th or 20th of June.
Acting HPHA President Darvis Johnson also adds that the scholarship is worth $500. For HCTV, I'm Tony Long Jr.
For more information on future Holly Park events, go to www.hollyparkhomes.com. A Chinese philosophy comes to the city of Hawthorne and captures the opposing forces shaking up one's equilibrium. Daniel Lilly balances that out for us.
The Art Gallery of Phantom Galleries held its Yin Yang Art Exhibition, expressing the theme of feminine and masculine.
The yin, which is the receptive, it's the resting, it's the material, and yang is the sky, the active, and the male.
More than 15 artists had their art on display, including Aybek Begalin, an artist from Kazakhstan with a unique style.
I close my eyes and I see everything. I see many pictures, and I made big cycle apocalypses.
Participants not only observed extraordinary art, they were able to meet the artists themselves.
I came to support, I like his style, I like all these lines and small details.
This is very profound, and to me I found it very imposing, but not in a necessarily negative way.
This is, I think, one of La Gallery Hawthorne's general themes is to bring more beauty and peace to the world, and particularly to Hawthorne.
This Yin and Yang Art Exhibit will be held from now until July 23rd. So if you want to force your equilibrium into overdrive, come out and support these amazing artists. I'm Daniel Lindley reporting for ACTV.
For more information about the exhibits held at Phantom Galleries, go to the website at www.darlartgallery.com. The City of Hawthorne Recreation and Community Services Department kicked off their summer sports clinics, starting with basketball. Tony Long Jr. has the story.
The Betty Ainsworth Sports Center was the site for the tip-off Intro to Basketball Clinic, where the coaches teach the basic concepts for a child's successful summer experience.
Just having fun playing the game, learning how to play the game the right way, and just having a smile on their face at the end of the day.
While the children are having fun, coaches see an improvement in their skill level as their confidence rises.
On Monday and Tuesday, you can tell that they're really having difficulty with some of the skills, but by Thursday, by Friday, the games, they're really starting to get what we're teaching during the week.
Parents value the chance to see their children learning new skills.
I think it's a great opportunity, not only as a citizen here in the city of Hawthorne,
but also for other kids as well. I think that it's a great opportunity, especially during the summertime.
I'm learning how to pass, how to dribble better, and shoot better.
Lead instructor Gary Anderson has a message for the parents whose children didn't attend.
They're missing out because they're missing out on how to play the game the right way. We make it fun for the kids. We make them want to come back. And in my personal opinion, we're the best camp in this area, South Bay, wherever.
For those parents who don't want their children to miss out, there are 3 more basketball clinics happening this summer. For HCTV, I'm Tony Long Jr.
For more information on clinics and other classes, contact the Hawthorne Recreation and Community Services Department at 310-349-1640. When we return, see how one group opened its doors in Hawthorne to promote open communication. Muslims around the world take the time to fast and practice their religion during the holy month of Ramadan. Religious members of our community took time to celebrate Interfaith Day at the Islamic Center of Hawthorne. Freddie Rodriguez has more.
Walter Johnson wore his dinner jacket, hoping he wouldn't be inappropriately dressed for prayers or the banquet that would follow. He says he came to the Islamic Center's Interfaith Day to increase his understanding of Muslims.
I haven't had hardly any other experience with the Muslim community, and I wanted to get to know them.
We're trying to open the doors to everybody to come to show them how Muslims are, because we know a lot of negative stuff out there in the news about Muslims.
With a brief lecture describing the values of Ramadan, followed by a prayer session for those who wanted to pray.
It's nice that you see the gifts here of our brothers and sisters here of the Islamic faith. You see that the qualities that we have is the same, is similar qualities that they have. You see the gifts that they have. You see the kindness that they have. You see the compassion that they have.
The food for the banquet was donated by members of the Islamic Center, and many devout Muslims consider it a privilege to be able to selflessly feed the masses during Ramadan.
Well, I have had almost no experience with Muslims before in my life, and I was able to sit next to a Muslim guy tonight and have a great conversation with him. And I was able to chat. I've been able to chat with 5 or 6 or 7 people here tonight, and it's been just wonderful.
Walter and his companions conversed about helping those who are suffering.
So we're all basically trying to do the same thing. Love your neighbor as yourself, don't hurt other people, help other people, and so forth.
Guillermo Torres adds that many people miss the similarities amongst religions because of misconceptions, creating barriers between people who would otherwise agree on many ideas.
So being here helps break down those barriers and those misunderstandings and those misconceptions by getting to know one another and seeing the humanity in each one of us.
Islamic Center President Jodat Ajani believes different religious groups should have open communication and should try to work together to serve this country. This is Freddie Rodriguez reporting for HCTV.
The Islamic Center of Hawthorne is located at 12209 Hawthorne Way. Ocean Gate Ministries presented the Men of Mission Conference at New Beginnings Church. Men Ministering to Men invited males of all ages to this one-day conference.
We're trying to show the elder men that spending time with the youth and reaching them where they're at will make a difference in their life, in the children's life, and in the communities.
Various speakers, including Guinness Book World Holder James Henderson, spoke to attendees about how to be righteous men.
Why you learning at your best? When you think you know it all, you make a mess.
We're trying to feed into the community that the only change is going to happen as men change and share that with their families and in the community.
Today we had all the pastors, all men in the community, and we talked to them about making the right choices and talked to them about taking responsibility of the community and talked to them about just trying to ignite them, trying to fuel them for the mission ahead.
The overall focus was that it doesn't matter where you started, but how you finish the race that really matters. To learn more about the Ocean Gate Ministries, call 310-770-4715. Children attended summer youth camp and Ocean Gate Ministries to partake in arts, crafts, physical fitness, and more. Freddie Rodriguez takes us there.
These children just helped a thirsty crow get a drink of water. Youth camp volunteer Marcia Marion related an Aesop's fable about a crow who can't reach the water inside a pitcher.
So little by little, he would throw the pebbles in the water, and the water began to rise, and that was how he was able to get a drink. And the moral of the story is, anything you do little by little, you will get some success out of it. Just one step at a time, one day at a time.
You can't do a whole bunch of things at once. You have to do things little by little.
This demonstration is as much a science experiment as it is a life lesson on how to achieve goals. That's just one of the values taught at youth camp.
It's for the youth to make positive and powerful choices, that there's power in each choice that you make. Every choice has a consequence.
A power choice is like when you're like choosing what you want to do, but like the right choices. That's why they call it power choice, because it's your own decision.
Pastor David Manila insists that physical fitness is also the right choice of any well-rounded human. That's why he invited former powerlifter James Henderson to be a counselor.
You can be disciplined, and you can have a great time at being disciplined. You don't have to get into peer pressure, negative peer pressure.
As a person works out, they feel good about themselves. And when they feel good about themselves, it strengthens their confidence and their ability to think right and to think straight.
Other counselors recruited to the camp included officers from the Hawthorne Police Canine Unit and the California Highway Patrol.
We're not all alone. This is a place the kids call home. We come together and have a real good time through Christian ethics and making raps and rhymes. All we have to do is join hand in hand, and we can give these kids a solid plan.
Pastor Manila believes that if these children make the right choices and have the right attitude, there will be nothing that's impossible for them to do. I'm Freddie Rodriguez, reporting for HCTV.
For more information on Ocean Gate Ministry events, call 310-770-4715. HCTV earned first place for documentary profile under 400,000 for the profile named Vision for the Future, and second place for City News under Monthly News. Congratulations to all who participated. Keep it right here on Channel 22 for these future city news stories. We'll take you to see this year's Good Neighbors Day celebration, plus see how one organization is teaching children the right way to be touched, and learn more about an extraordinary young man from Hawthorne. That does it for this edition of City News. Thanks for watching. If you have any story ideas, please call us at 310-349-1630 or email us at hctv@hawthorneca.gov. Don't forget you can watch City News online on YouTube by searching Hawthorne Community Television. We'll leave you now with more footage from the Junior Lifeguard program. See you next time.